And how are you going to manage after that? Have you bought Varsha a lot of jewelry too?
Penny, would you stop that?
This is where the check.
Thanks, Aakash.
Use it.
I will when worst comes to worst.
Look, if you need anything else, call me.
Oh, Aakash, thanks. And before you leave, Aakash, would you reconsider this place? Just in case you change your mind.
I'll see you in the office. Bye, Vinny.
Two-bedroom house. Good plumbing also. Acha, how old is wiring?
About 2 years.
Very good. Nice view also. Pleasant location. But no. I will make it a respectable location.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
Yes, sir. It is very necessary to have the respectable location. You see, nowadays, if there is any murder or if there is any red light area nearby, then it is very difficult to get the price.
I see. But I thought that the real estate market was booming in Bombay.
Have you read in newspapers? What they know? They will just go to the Nariman points and they will just see what the people are asking the price and they will write. Actually, what the people are asking the price and what the people are getting, these are two very different stories. Actually, they should come to us, we who are in this field.
Yeah, that's right. So what do you think I'll get for this flat?
What you are getting the price is a different thing and what you want is a different thing. First of all, what you want that you tell me.
Hi, Varsha.
Hi. And who is this?
This is your missus?
Yeah, Mr. Gaitonde, this is my wife, Varsha.
Hello, madam.
Hello.
I am Gaitonde of Gaitonde and Sons. We are in this business for last 3 generations. Especially we are specialized in live-in license and selling and buying of flats on war footing.
This is very interesting. What are we selling? Is it the bungalow in Goa, our cottage in Lonavala, or the flats in Pune, or all 3?
Oh, madam. Then I will give you a special discount if you hand all these 3 things to me.
Varsha, I was going to tell you.
When?
Look, Mathur is in big trouble. He needs the money.
So you decided to sell our home? And where did you propose we were going to go after this goes?
Sir, you have not discussed with your missus?
No, he has not said a word to his missus.
Come on, sir. You have to discuss with your missus. This is a very important decision. I'll come back tomorrow. What is that? First of all, you please discuss.
I'm so sorry, Mr. Gaitonde, that we wasted your time.
Just no problem. Please, madam, if you are going to sell all those 3, please do remember, I'll give you 1 more % discount to you. Please, okay, bye.
Thank you. Just as a matter of interest, where did you propose that we should stay?
I just thought we'd move into the suburbs, into a smaller place.
I see. And you took it for granted that I would agree.
I wasn't thinking.
That is obvious, Aakash. Nobody in his right mind would do something like this. Nobody in his right mind would want to uproot his entire family and relocate it somewhere else without even asking the family. Don't I mean anything to you?
Varsha, it's not that.
Aakash, I do not understand you. How can this business mean so much to you? That you want to sell our home for Mathur?
Varsha, I was there, you weren't. I saw the state they were living in 5-star luxury and having to order food from an Irani hotel. Varsha Mathur had to sell Vinita's jewelry just to keep going on. I couldn't bear to see that. I didn't know what else to do.
And what would happen when the money runs out? What would you make us do then? Sell our one-room apartment that you propose for us to live in?
I wasn't looking that far. I didn't think these things would carry on that long.
But what if they do?
I didn't consider that. Look, I'm sorry.
Aakash, you frighten me. This business has become an obsession with you. Why don't you cut your losses?
And run? Because that's the other half of the phrase, isn't it? And it's quite appropriate. Because I don't intend to. I refuse to run. Look, I may have made a mistake by wanting to sell the house. But that does not mean I'm going to get rid of this company and let it go to hell in a handbag.
Hi, Billy.
You're back.
Guess what I got for you?
What?
Why don't you find it for yourself? Go on. Yours, I believe.
You got my jewelry back, Ashok. How did you manage this?
I did it. I found someone.
I don't understand.
Vinny, I found a backer, someone who's gonna bail us out.
Who?
Vinny, how does that matter? I mean, the point is, we are back on our tracks.
But I'd like to know who.
Uh-huh. I have a few rules in my life, Vinny, and one of them is never look a gift horse in the mouth.
That means you don't want to tell me who it is.
No, that's not it at all. It's just that someone doesn't want anyone to know who he is.
This is all very mysterious.
You know, I think it's time to celebrate.
And I think that it is a little premature.
No, it's not, Vinny. That someone has deposited 25 lakhs in your account. And that's more than enough for me to run the money and keep our heads above the water.
It won't last very long if we go on celebrating like this.
To us.
And to your Dutch uncle or guardian angel or whoever.
To him too. That is such a relief.
But only temporary, we have to pay him back.
Vinny, he's given me 0% interest rate.
Ashok, you're too much.
And you are too cynical. Come over here. Don't worry, everything's gonna be just fine.
I hope so.
Wow, here's to relief from the stress of debt.
To freedom?
Yes, Mr. Sharma, I've heard the rumors. And believe me, I plan to sue them for slander. Yes. And as far as your check is concerned, it's all ready and you can pick it up anytime you want. Yeah. And Mr. Sharma, do me a favor. When you meet these people who have been spreading these rumors, can you take the check and wave it under the nose? Yeah. Okay. I'll talk to you later then. Bye-bye. Yeah. Inspector Swami.
This is unofficial business, Mathur.
Yes, Swami, you can come in. So, tell me, what can I do for you?
I came to tell you something.
What? Another warning?
No. In fact, I have some good news for you.
Good news for me, Swami. That should be quite difficult for you.
I'll try to bear it up.
So, tell me.
Matt Parker died in London today. Don't you have anything to say?
Well, Inspector, to say that I'm sorry would be highly hypocritical, and to say I'm glad would be just politically wrong.
Aren't you glad?
Inspector, I don't like to waste my energy on emotional issues. Besides, just because plaintiff is dead does not mean the case against me is dismissed.
Well, they are in some cases.
Well, then I must say your Interpol and CBI is as lawless as you think I am.
Oh, wouldn't you be happy if they were?
Oh, on the contrary, I'll be very sad. Because it's only under a just and incorruptible law and order do rogues like me survive.
Oh, so you admit you're a rogue?
No. I was merely quoting Balzac. Anyways, what are these circumstances under which the cases are dismissed?
Well, Mr. Mathur, if you happen to have been in the Nixon administration, then you could have access to this classified information which you could possibly use.
Blackmail. So tell me, who was my friend Matt Parker blackmailing? The CBI? The Interpol?
Neither. But he had something on someone pretty high up.
Oh, God.
What's the matter, Mr. Mathur?
Inspector, when it rains, it just pours.
Aren't you going to thank me for all this?
Because I know exactly why you're here.
It's nice to know that you're omniscient. Why am I here, Mathur?
You want me to relax. Take it easy, make one mistake, and then you're gonna bounce on me.
You're not too far wrong there. Anyway, I shall be watching you.
And I will be watching you. You tap one more telephone conversation, you bug my room, and I'm gonna have the civil liberties people on you so fast that your head is gonna be spinning until your next posting. Now, do I make myself clear?
For someone who has nothing much to hide, Mr. Mathur, you're pretty touchy here.
Because I do have things to hide. Like anyone else, and that is not privacy. Now, Inspector, I do have work to do. Why don't you leave?
Whatever work you may be doing, Mr. Mathur, keep your nose clean. Because I'll be watching you.
Vinny, I think we have another reason to celebrate tonight.
There was a call from Nutty and Nice.
Sing?
That's what surprised me. Rowdy just called to reaffirm their faith in us. It's a new one on me.
Aakash, I think you should get used to that idea. Because you're gonna hear a lot of that today.
Why? You haven't done anything stupid, I hope.
Like running an advertisement in papers saying that we are dissolving our partnership?
Something like that.
No, Aakash. The banks have reopened our accounts. Matt Parker also died in London, and if all goes well, the Interpol also might take the case back.
You mean we're back in business?
Yes, we are.
That solves our petty cash crunch.
Also, if you check your accounts, you will find we have much more money than you think we do.
What do you mean?
I mean, we have more than enough money to pay off all our debtors, not to mention the personal loans you took to help me out.
Where did that money come from, Ashok? I mean, I hate repeating myself, but you haven't done anything stupid, have you?
You mean like selling my house or something?
Something like that.
Aakash, I don't even live in my house. How can I sell it?
So where did the money come from?
Well, I do have a few friends.
A few friends?
Actually, a friend who has loaned us the money to help us tide us over.
What security did you offer? What interest?
No interest, no securities.
It's hard to believe.
Well, if you don't believe me, why don't you call up the banks yourself?
How much money?
25 lakhs.
25 lakhs?
If you don't believe me, you can, like I said, call up the bank.
I believe you.
Good. Then we should make a list of all the principal debtors and also those people who were going to withdraw the accounts simply because we couldn't afford to pay them back.
Well, actually, I told those people we wouldn't be handling their accounts anymore.
You mean you gave them the heave-ho?
I told them that they had signed on with us, not with me. And if they stuck to their guns, I just told them to shove their accounts.
You actually said that?
Not precisely those words, no.
Aakash, you have no idea how much this means to me.
Just forget it.
Don't worry. I'll never forget it.
Hi there.
Hi.
How are you?
Good, and you?
Very well. I've got some great news for you.
What is it?
The banks have released our money.
And how did Mathur manage that? Political connections?
No, the case was withdrawn.
Withdrawn?
Yeah, Matt Parker suddenly died in London and they closed the case.
Oh, gosh, that's wonderful. So it's not going to be business as usual?
Business as usual, that's right.
So we're not going to have to move into a poky little flat in some distant suburb.
Varsha, I said I was sorry about that.
I'm just teasing you.
Just teasing. You know what? Mathur thanked me today.
So he should have. You've done more for him than anybody else. Anybody else would have walked away.
Yeah, but I still think we could have done more.
More? What more could we have done?
Varsha, it was so humiliating for them. Mathur had to sell Vinita's jewelry just to keep going.
I know. You told me. But I still think you're making too much of this. I mean, it wasn't as if they were starving on the streets or something.
Maybe this was even worse than that for them.
Look, Aakash, you just have a bleeding heart. They're rich people who went through a bad patch. And what was the bad patch? They couldn't order room service.
Varsha, you just don't empathize, that's...
Maybe. But you empathize too much.
You just refuse to trust Mathur. You just refuse to give him the benefit of the doubt, ever.
Look, Aakash, one has to have a doubt to begin with. I don't doubt. I know Mathur.
I'm going to bed.
We'll have to find a place to stay sometime.
Actually, when you have spoken to a real estate agent, maybe you should go with him, see some of the places he's suggesting.
Here in Bombay, everything's so expensive.
Actually, I wasn't planning on buying a place just quite this soon.
Why not?
Well, to begin with, you haven't decided whether you want to stay in Bombay or not. Although that is always welcome, what was that for?
For not taking it for granted that I would want to stay in Bombay.
Would you?
I don't know, it's been so strange, just rushing here and living a hand-to-mouth existence, baby, staying in a hotel. And then finding out everything's okay.
It was hard on you, wasn't it?
It was tough for you too. But now it's over, isn't it?
It is.
It won't happen again.
What's the matter, Vinny?
I don't know, it's just that I suddenly realized that our baby will grow up maybe not having everything. Maybe she'll face poverty and want and need, and I don't think I can take that.
Don't worry, Vinny. That will never happen again.
How can you be sure? You never know in this business.
Because I'm gonna do everything and anything to make sure that you and your baby are always safe.
You frighten me when you talk like that.
I'm sorry, I just meant to reassure you.
You sound so cold and hard and determined, as though nothing could stop you.
What's wrong with that?
I don't think I want to be a wife to a man who's forever hounded by the courts, persecuted by his enemies, observed by the police. I'd rather be a middle-class woman, just enough to get by, than be rich. It's not that I mind for myself, but now with the baby, it changes everything.
You're right. She does change everything, doesn't she? Look, Penny, I promise you, I'm never gonna do anything that's gonna make a baby ashamed of me. I mean, I can't change my past, but yes, I will change the present and the future. There's nothing else I can do.
It's just that sometimes I get this feeling.
What? Come on, tell me.
It's just that sometimes I get this fear. As though Nemesis is stalking you. Us. As though something terrible is going to happen. And that I just wish it would happen and be done with.
Don't worry. Don't worry, Vinny. Nothing like that's going to happen.
One mouthful